Okay. All right, so the content. So you're going to be creating something. What is it going to be centered around? So we thought we'd start here. So through much conversation and keeping Common Core in mind and keeping the early literacy non-negotiables, the big five in mind, we went with this content layout. And so what we did was we actually took the domain language as much as we could from the Common Core State Standards, the reading foundational units. So if you look at the reading foundational units, that first domain is called print concepts. That particular one only spans K1. It does, however, but it is standard 1. So if you look at reading foundation standard 1, that's just for kindergarten and first grade. So what you would be creating the content around, though, would be down to the bullet point level. So there's like a 1A, a 1B, a 1C, and a 1D. So even though there's one standard, there's actually 4 skills to accomplish that particular standard. And it would be for kindergarten, first grade, second, and third. So I'm giving you just categoricals here, right? So it's going to be broken down by grade level and then by however the bullet points break down. And they vary from grade level and content focus. The second one, I don't know why I did these out of order, but the second one actually is phonological awareness. That's your second domain. It also spans just K and 1, but it is the second standard. So that is that second domain. It matches up pretty nicely to that. Phonics being the third, and then fluency. Those 4 fit very nicely in those reading foundations as those domains. And those really are the 4 domains that are in there, and then those standards. So those 4 fit nicely there. But we knew we also wanted to include this idea of vocabulary and the importance of that in reading, and then comprehension. And so we did a little legwork and conversation around that and landed on, for vocabulary, we want to focus on that language standard, standard 4. And then for comprehension, we're going to do the reading of literature, and really it's the reading of literature or informational text. We went back and looked at those a little bit closer, and essentially it's the same skills being applied, right, just to the different genre of reading. So those are the standards 1, 2, and 3. So what I'd like you to do is you kind of have an idea then of what the big ideas are that we've had discussion. I wanted to give you a chance to kind of turn and talk, and just at the end, probably just a quick 3 minutes. Probably at the end then, we'd like to have you just share what are your thoughts around the content, the layout, if you have any questions or what might be on your mind. Just thinking about this is that content, this is what we're going to be striving for, and how it's kind of laid out, and what you're doing in your classroom and what that looks like. All right, so just take a quick second, 3 minutes, and have a conversation. Go ahead.